Because often we want to experience something in life that we aren't ready to experience yet. And when we ask this world for something, when we ask the universe, the God, or something higher, or place our desire somewhere in the space and expect it to happen with the power of manifestation and attraction, we often start expecting it to happen. But for something new to come in life, something old must go, and create space for that new thing or situation or experience or blessing to come into your life. You must first create space internally and externally from something that keeps you holding back, keeps you in your past. You have to create space within you from something that you believe in to heighten your frequency to the point where it will match what you desire in life, because manifestation practices aren't able to work at all. Everything in this universe happens in its own timing and in its own order, and even though it's possible to manifest something, but you manifest by learning the right lessons. If you would have learned something that doesn't allow you to have what you want to manifest or what you desire with your heart, you would already have that. So when you manifest, when you place your wish into this universe, when you send your desire to God, to the universe, and expect it to happen, expect it to come to your life, expect a lesson and be open for a lesson, because that's how you create space from something old. That's how you create space in your life for that new thing. If your mind and heart are full of old attachments or attachments to the past situations, to the people from your past, to material possessions or things, you will not be open. Your subconscious will not be open to receive something new. So when you ask, be open to create the space to receive, because when you create the space within you and around you, internally and externally, from something old, and then release the control to the God, to the universe, because you do not have power to control anything in this world, in this universe. You can create a wish, create a desire, and send it to the universe, and then release the control, release the thoughts of how it will happen, why it will happen, why it needs to happen, and what you need to do, and simply trust the inner feeling. If something arises, if something gets triggered within your subconscious, release and leave it in the past. And that's how the manifestation works, because any of the manifestation practices are in the illusion. Often the spiritual communities say that manifestation doesn't work, but it works, just we aren't ready for it to work. We aren't ready to create space for those things that we desire in life to be manifested. We first have to create the space within us from the old things, from the old attachments, and create space from the old things in our lives externally, physically, and then release the control. Simply trust to something higher to come in when it's meant to, and how it's meant to, and in the form that it's meant to, because usually you know only something, and your life path usually gets cleared along the way. You cannot know in advance what you aren't supposed to know. So all you can do is create space and trust. Feel your feelings, release all that no longer serves what you want to manifest or what you desire in life, and trust. This is how you manifest. This is how you create space for the new, beautiful things in this world to come into your life. And we also often think that manifestation doesn't require the action, but it does. And a part of listening to your inner feeling, to your inner intuition, is listening to the vision that you receive, to the ideas that come to you, to the thoughts that come to you, and following the inner instinct, following your body, taking action. This is the part of your balance, and manifestation doesn't only work spiritually. You cannot just send the desire and sit in meditation and think it just will happen by itself, because in this physical reality, everything works through action. And to receive anything physically, you need to take action and take it and go for it and act for it and create something for it, and express something. Manifestation works both ways, in the spiritual way and in the physical way. You have to first know your inner worth, know your wholeness, know your value within, without anything that you desire. Know your value here and now, in who you are, in what you are within you. Know your wholeness, And there, from that state of wholeness, you manifest. This is the spiritual part. And the physical part is listening to your inner impulses and living in your body. So living in your physical reality. The spiritual part of the manifestation process is receiving the vision, creating space from something old, from the attachment, so that those visions are able to come in to you through your crown center. And the physical part is taking action, is following that full of inspiration, those internal pulls and instinctual pulls that guide you to take action, that, create that fire in your heart or light you up or make you so inspired or passionate about something. Listening to that and taking actions towards that vision, towards acting. In the same time, believing that you already are whole, so everything you need is here for you, and it isn't that one thing that you want or that one position in life that you want is already here. Just feeling whole, because it isn't fully able to feel like you already have, for example, a car. You want a car. It isn't possible to feel like you have a car because you cannot touch it, you cannot see it in front of you. You can, of course, visualize, and it also has its power, but the truth about manifestation is that here and now you have to feel whole. You cannot feel in lack and attract something from the state of lack, right? So if you think you want a car and you feel like you lack, like your life is worse without it, like you need it right now, and like you demand something from the universe, it will not work that way spiritually. The universe responds on your wholeness. You create a desire in your heart. It also needs to be from your heart, not from your ego, because your ego is operating based on what it sees. So you saw someone's car, it's more beautiful, it's more expensive, and from the state of comparison, from the state of thinking that you don't have enough, that you don't have what someone else has, that someone else has better, from that state, this is ego based identity. You aren't able to manifest. You are able to manifest only if it's your heart's desire, if you desire it with your heart, with your soul, with your inner self. And it is, of course, possible to desire material things in life. It is possible to fall in love with material things in life. So it's not like we are spiritual beings and we have to desire only light and love and, pure things. We are still human beings. We still live the human life, so we are able to love the material things at some point or level. Of course, they aren't able to fulfill us fully, but we are able to love them. We are able to feel more comfort physically with them. We are able to travel more when we have more money, right? So we are able to desire more money. We are able to travel farther when we have a good car. We are able to, feel that magic of life when we have a pink bag or a pink car. It's like little particles of a human enjoyment, little particles of a human life. So material pleasures can come from the genuine desire, genuine place within us that, desires